What is up, guys? It is Scuzzy, and welcome to another Ramblings. I just checked, episode 6 it's been 28 days since I uploaded a Ramblings video. Now in the background, I am going to have a sped up clip of some dungeoneering, because today, you know what guys, I am in the mood to do some dungeoneering. But I did want to just talk, and if you guys have an open ear, then just sit back and the dungeoneering is not really that important. If you're interested in listening to me talk about some things, then let's get right into it. So I kind of want to look at where the channel's gone the last year, where my Runescape account has, what I've accomplished on it this last year. Taking a little bit of a reflection on how far we've come, what we've done, and also looking forward to see what we're going to do. So I'll just be honest with you guys. I didn't work for all of 2016. No, I did. I worked a little bit with one of my construction friends, doing some roofing work and some shingle work, and also painting. But I don't really consider that work because it wasn't a stable job. So I decided to, in some of my other ramblings, I've talked about how, I graduated from university with a bachelor's of civil engineering. So, I have this degree that took me 4 to 5 years to get, but I couldn't seem to find a job. So it's not normal for me to give up so easily, but it was very, very difficult for me to find a job that was a comfortable environment for me, as well as, going with my morals. Now, I understand that not everybody gets the privilege to, not take a certain job because it's not comfortable. I know a lot of you guys probably work uncomfortable jobs, and I guess I'm sort of in a situation where I could do that, but probably not the best decision. So that being said, I did get a job offer a couple of weeks ago. I got an email from one of my recruiter friends, and basically what that is there's a firm, there's a company, an organization by itself that literally devotes their time and efforts to finding people, finding engineers. It depends on the different. It depends on the company. Sometimes they'll just be like an engineering recruiting firm, and they'll basically, that's what this one is. And so a couple months ago, I was getting this was before I started YouTube up again. I was getting very serious, and I was like, I'm going to spam a bunch of these recruiter people, add them on different social medias, and try to, try my best to do what I know how to be able to get a job. Because I'm the kind of person that's actually very shy in real life and with the phone and such like that. So it was difficult for me to get out there, go for interviews, and take phone calls, call people, that sort of stuff. So it's partly my fault why I couldn't get the job, but also I think there's some sort of slump in the the place that I'm in, or I don't know if it's globally or whatever. But anyways, so I went for a couple interviews back in. Well, actually, let's start back in January. I was out of work. I had just been let go from my other job back in the previous year in 2015. Come January, come February, that's when I went for the invention. Now my bank was around 23 bill, and I spent around 19 bill on getting rank 2 in the whole game. There was a lot of drama associated with that, and a lot of pain. I know that's kind of weird to talk about, but a rank was, having a rank, being high rank, was one of my, and I've talked about this in my previous ramblings, it was one of my big goals, to be a high ranking player that is not mean, or, that talks to people, that is like a normal person, and communicates to people, and it's just, very helpful. So that was my goal there. I wanted to get the rank 1, obviously, and I had it for a while. I got sniped out of that, and yeah, like I said, there's a lot of drama, a lot of pain. Don't really want to go over that. I think I'm pretty good with it now. I know there's a lot of people that would, come up to me and be like, yo, congrats on rank 2, you suck, you're the first loser. But it doesn't really get me anymore. It used to, but it doesn't get me anymore. So that's something that I am proud of myself for doing, is getting past something that was very, very, very hard for me to get past, because it consumed my life for a very long time to get a specific rank. And I would sort of say that I kind of veered off of the path of wanting to be the high rank to help people, and I veered off kind of wanting to be that high rank to show the mean people who is boss, or the cheaters who's boss, pretty much. But so that's something I'm kind of proud of, is the fact that I got over something that was so deep into my roots, into my core, that I could get over something like that and not be mad at the person, not hate him, and not hate the people who are taunting me or whatever. So that's one cool thing that I've progressed in 2016. And just after Invention was finished, after I finished Invention, I was offered an opportunity, because I was not working at the time. One of my friends from childhood came up to me and offered me some sort of, it was an opportunity to design a patent. He came forward with the original idea, but he didn't know how to make it work, and he heard that I was some sort of engineer from his friends. So he contacted me, and at first I was like, is this guy for real? I thought it was actually a scam, because I hadn't talked to him in maybe 10 years or so. But I talked over with him, and we decided, yeah, let's do this. So I devoted the next month and a half or so to designing this, don't really know what to call it, but it ended up being a patent. And I even went into, different types of engineering that I have no idea really. I've had no schooling, no training, but the internet is a very, very resourceful place. If you know how to look for stuff, you can learn a lot just from, you don't even have to go to school or anything like that. You can learn a lot online. And so it took about a month and a half, maybe 2 months to do that, and finished it, got a provisional patent. That was back in May, I want to say. We didn't do it until the 5th month, I believe, because I wanted to work out any details and figure some things out. Now, that's still in the process. We went to a patent lawyer firm, and they were very excited. They discussed with us that it was a unique idea, and it was very, very interesting. But I personally don't think that I had enough data to back up my claims. Now, I didn't have any money to make a model to prove it, so the patent kind of has been sitting for, since then, which is not good. But it's also not that bad, I guess. I don't know. But pretty much, summer went by. Telos came out. I was pretty excited for that. Did a bunch of that. Started getting into the PVM aspect because I wanted to, I wanted to have trim. I didn't know at that point if I wanted to go for Insane Final Boss, but I definitely wanted to get the Raids gear to match my Trim Completionist cape. So I did that. I got into it, started perking up my gear, learned a bit more about PVM in, the new age. Because the last time I did PVM was back in, 2013, 2014. The rest was skilling. And then I just chilled for 2 years, and then Invention came out, pretty much. That's the scoop there. So I got back into PVM, and then the skilling pets came out, and I got very excited about that. And I decided, you know what, if these job opportunities are not going to work out, it doesn't seem like they are. You know, excuse me, multiple months of just because if when you apply to a place, an engineering firm, it takes them a very, very long time to get back to you. So between, applying to a couple of different, basically what you have to do is you have to literally apply to like hundreds and hundreds of places within a month. Just keep applying, and then eventually someone's going to get back to you. Because if you just apply to like one or two places, say on like July 1st or whatever, and they don't get back to you until mid-August, and then they're like, oh, okay, we want to have an interview, whatever. So you have that month and a half where I was just like, there's no good opportunities for me. These companies are too far away. They're in other states. This is across the country, whatever. And there's other issues with that as well, because they can't have an interview sit down with you if they're all the way across the country. It's very, very difficult. So they would have like a phone interview. And at that point, it's much hard. You're less likely to get that type of job because, you'd have to travel, et cetera, et cetera. So, and with my backstory with the job that I got let go from, it didn't really give me the most prestigious resume. And, anyway, so that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to not like make a name for myself, but I wanted to start doing YouTube for income, but also to reach out to people and let them know, where I'm at, sort of with ideas and passions and that sort of thing. And I think it's going great. The YouTube thing is... That was a car alarm. The YouTube thing, in my opinion, is going very, very well. I am so glad to, because I've been doing YouTube on and off for the last 7 years. I never really got into it consistently because it wasn't a full passion of mine. I was in school, I was doing Runescape at the same time, and that sort of stuff. So other things took priority, I guess. But I'm really enjoying doing the YouTube. I hope that I don't burn out. I really hope I don't burn out. I have been doing a video, at least one video every single day, excluding weekends, for the past 2 months, and more than that, maybe even 2 videos a day for the last previous months before that. So let's see, I started in August, so we got end of August actually, so we got September, November, December. So we're 4 months into this, and I had about 1,500 subscribers. And the reason why I had 1,500 subscribers is because when Invention came out, I had 300, 400 subscribers, and then someone posted my invention guide, not invention guide, but my first invention video on Reddit. So I was getting like 300 subscribers per day for 3 days, and then I stopped making videos again. So I was kind of plateaued at 1,500 for a little while. But if I look at my my growth in the last month, we've gained over 500 subscribers, which for me is amazing, and it's ridiculous. I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think that many people would come so fast. When I was talking with my family, I was like, you know what? It's probably gonna take 6 months to a year to get, to start to get rolling, and it took 2 months of consistency and good content coming out every single day. For people to start coming in. The first 2 months of the YouTube, it was 1 subscriber every day, or 1 subscriber every 2 days. Very, very slow. And it was very discouraging. But I stuck with it. And I also started to stream on Twitch, although I don't know if I'm going to have time for that, because let me jump back to, and let me just say that I'm very, very happy that you guys are all here, and that you've made the time to watch my videos, subscribe. Even if you're not subscribed, just giving up your time to sit here and listen and watch my videos means a lot to me. It really does. And when I first start, like, throughout the 7 years of doing my YouTube on and off, I'd get a lot of hate comments, and I haven't had, I can't even remember the last time I had a hate comment. Maybe like a week or two ago, and it's like very, very few and far between when that happens. Most of it's just like, thank you so much, your content is great, you earned a sub, or you're just talking about the specific thing that's in the video, or some of you even talking about your own RuneScape stuff, which is awesome. All of that is great. And so let me jump back to what's going on with this interview. So my recruiter, well, not my recruiter, but one of the recruiters that I was in contact with, emailed me out of the blue. I didn't even contact them and say, hey, I'm still looking. They reached out to me, and they said, there's an opportunity here for a drafting job, which, if you're not familiar with that, it's basically, there's a system on the computer called AutoCAD, and it's basically like a drawing system. Say there's an architect. Back in the old days, he would have a piece of paper with grid lines on it, and he would have a lot of different tools to start drawing different structures or whatever he's working on. Basically, that's what AutoCAD is, but it's a computer. Basically, it stands for computer aided device, I think. God dang it. It's computer aided drafting and design. So it's CADD. So it's pretty much the same. I should know this. I don't know why it is. We just call it AutoCAD. But basically it's a computer software that you basically draw on. So originally, when I went into the interview, the recruiter told me that it was going to be a drafting job. So basically, they tell me what they want me to draw for them. I do have experience with AutoCAD and drawing, and I know a good bit about that sort of stuff. If they ask me to draw a house, I could draw them a plan for a house. If they ask me to draw, a site survey or whatever, give me data points, and I can draw different things for a designer to go and redesign or do remediation design work on it. But when I went into the interview, I was very nervous, but at the same time, I was not nervous at the same time, because I was confident in the abilities that I had, because it was, in my mind, just a drafting job. But I did do some practice and brush up on some of the other things, like the design work that I've done. And when I spoke with the president of the company, I asked if it was a drafting job, because that's what the recruiter told me. And they said that it's actually a design job as well as a drafting job, and I would be sitting at a computer for 8 hours a day doing design work. And my eyes lit up, because that's something that I really, really enjoyed about the previous job that I had. The previous job included different things as well. Like, I would go drop off plan sets and do site inspections. Basically, go to a project site and watch the people doing the construction, make sure that they're doing everything correctly. Now, that's something I actually like as well. As someone who's only 24 years old, it's kind of nice to, watch people do work and make sure that I don't know. It's pretty cool. And you definitely get a lot of respect when you walk in on the scene at the job site. They're instantly they're instantly doing their job correctly, if that makes sense. It's like if a very well respected teacher came into the classroom and the whole class was like, let's say a bunch of fifth graders, and they were all like throwing papers and stuff, and then the teacher comes in, they're like, oh, we gotta be quiet, we gotta respect them. So it's kind of like that, and I kind of hope that is part of the job as well, but I'm very, very happy with what the job sounded like, and I'm very, very excited to get the job. And I will know the first week of January, he said, then that he'll let me know either if I have the job or if I don't have the job. But during the interview, he kept talking about, he kept talking as if I already had the job, and then he backtraced and said, oh yeah, if you get the job. So example, you'll be stationed, right there. And he pointed over to one of the workstations, and he said, we'll give you data points for a survey that we've done, some of our other engineers have done in the field, and you will take those data points and put them into the AutoCAD, and basically you'll go from start to finish of one family residential homes. So, and then he was like, oh yeah, if you get the job, that's what you would do. So pretty much like I got the feeling that he was like, dude, this guy has some good experience. And we talked about my previous experience at my previous employer, and we discussed how I had only 2 months of experience, but he went and he's like, I can tell you know your stuff, even though you were only there for 2 months, because you can kind of just tell that vibe when you're talking to someone about something. So 22 minutes in, and we've talked about the previous year, and a little bit about the upcoming year, because I won't know about this job offer until 2017. That's so weird to say 2017. But what does this mean for the channel? Well, I spoke with the president during the interview. I actually told him that I was rank 2 in RuneScape, which is weird. I don't know why the hell I said that, but I was very, very honest, and I'm a very honest person, and I don't really want to work for someone if they don't like my honesty. But at the same point in time, I felt like it was okay to be honest with this interviewer, because I got that feeling during the interview. Normally, I wouldn't bring up such topics during an interview, because I kind of want to get this job. I really want to get this job. It'd be very, very, very good for me. And so what does that mean for the channel? Well, I spoke to him about it, and I said that if YouTube got in the way of me working for whatever reason, because I do need a lot of sleep. Basically, let's assume that's an 8 to 4 job. I need to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, I believe, take a shower, get ready, and then drive there. It takes about 45 minutes to drive there. I want to give myself an hour most days until I'm comfortable at the works, the job site and such. So, get up at 6:30, get ready, and then head there for 8 a.m. And then I leave at 4, let's say 4, maybe 4:30, then I come home, it's 5:15. I'm dead tired, beat, don't want to do anything, exhausted. And normally I need 10 to 12 hours of sleep. When I was in school, I was getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I think that's what burnt me out, because I was playing RuneScape 10 hours a day, more than 10 hours a day, sleeping 5 to 6, and then going to school for, anywhere from 4 to 8 hours a day, including or excluding the drive, which was also 45 minutes because the university was kind of far away from my house. So I think it's possible for me to go to bed at 10 or 11 p.m., get a nice 7 to 8 hours of sleep, redo every single day, and then I think I can still get out a video every single day, excluding weekends, and then maybe stream on the weekends. I think I may be able to do that. The thing is, it really depends on my energy levels. I have very, very low energy levels the last year. When I was in school, I had higher energy levels because I was forced to, and I also really liked RuneScape at the time. Now, I've completed RuneScape, so it's less of a force for me. I'm not forced to do it, but I am forced to work. If I have a job, I am forced to work. So what I can do, and I'll have money coming in, so I can order, a lot of essential oil things that I'm into, that will help with energy and sustainability throughout the day, endurance. I will start to exercise maybe 30 minutes to an hour a day, working some of my fat off and giving me more. That will give me more energy. Eating healthier, I'll be able to afford healthier foods than I currently can afford. And then also a lot of the physical issues that I've had, like my high arches. I don't think I've expressed this in any of my videos, but I have a lot of foot pain. I have chronic foot pain, which I believe I have narrowed down to plantar fasciitis, which is one of the most, a lot of people have that type of chronic. If people have chronic foot pain, it's most likely plantar fasciitis. And I purchased some plantar fasciitis compression socks last week, and they work so well. It boosts my energy levels so much. So between that and Nature Red, which I have in one of my invention videos, how I stay awake, maybe I'll link it in the description or something. It is like a 15-minute long video, so I don't blame you if you don't want to watch it. But basically, Nature Red is... Actually, I don't want to get into that, but there are ways for me to boost my energy. So that's what I'm looking for as far as schedule in 2017. I'm still going to be going for one video every single day. Now, it may not be a 20-minute video every single day. It may be a lot of ramblings. It may be, I might branch into other types of games, only because RuneScape takes a long time to achieve content for you guys. It takes a while to get footage. Let's say 10 hours will shrink down to about 10 minutes of footage, which is not a very good ratio if you're a YouTuber. So, but let's say I play something like Assassin's Creed or, Plants vs. Zombies 2 Guard Warfare, something like that. I can record that for an hour and not have to edit it that much. And you guys have an hour of content that, I've watched some people doing those types of games, and you don't have a full focus on the game, but it's something in the background while you're escaping or whatever. The only concern with that is that going to make it so people don't like my channel? Because I do know some YouTubers that used to do RuneScape that now post like 30-second clips of a different type of game, which I don't understand. 30-second clip every once or so, but every maybe 1 or 2 months. And actually, that's not a very good comparison, because that's a very short clip over a very long span of time. Mine would be consistent every single day. So I really, really need to know your guys' opinions. If you've never commented on any one of my videos, please definitely comment on this one, letting me know what types of games you would not like me to play on my channel, or what types of games you would like to see, because that would be very, very helpful. I know you guys probably don't just play RuneScape. There's probably games that you play as well. I literally only play RuneScape, and I feel like I should branch out a little bit more. I could bring my channel into an engineering perspective direction, but I don't know if that's your guys's type. But I did purchase a pop filter, so if there's a lot of pops, that's not on my microphone yet. It's coming in 2 days. On Thursday, it should be there. So Thursday's video, hopefully, Thursday's video may not be it, but Friday definitely. But yeah, so a lot of the content might be me talking over some sort of sped up clip in the background. And yeah, so I I think that about does it. As far as 2017, that's what my schedule I want it to look like. I don't know how long I'm going to work at this place. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing YouTube. I want to be doing YouTube, I mean, 20, 25 years, if possible. And the only thing I can see YouTube, well, 20, 25 years means I'm going to have to move on to different subjects and stuff. So it is what it is. I'm not going to be playing RuneScape for 20, 25 years. I'll be, almost 50 at that point. But within the next 2 or 3 years, my life might change away from YouTube and into more of a video log type of YouTube, because I really, really want to, do this water crisis thing and figure it out. So I'll be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to get myself nice equipment for, camera, microphone, that sort of stuff. Top notch. I might also purchase another computer in my room, so I'm going to have 2 workstations, which sounds kind of weird and also selfish, but one of them can be rendering something at the same time that I'm playing on the other. So I could have one computer that basically, have an external drive on it and, switch between the 2 computers, render something on here, or, figure out, some sort of design on one computer while I'm doing something on the other one. Anyways, so I think that's going to do it. And again, let me know in the comments your thoughts on anything that I said in this video, or anything that's going on in your life that you're comfortable talking about. Honesty is definitely #1 policy. Very, very good. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Peace. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. Follow me on social media and subscribe for more. Peace.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling